from this theme song is from one of our older regular listeners who's not been here in a while, Taylor_MTPG on Twitter. Haven't seen him in a long time. He said he was going to come back to live shows, but we haven't seen him. Anyway, politics, bitch. Weed news. Check it.
Our nation stands on the brink. Every day brings new federal encroachments that take our freedoms and strangle our will. There comes a time when the silliness must take a back seat to the serious issues of the day. The time is now. It's time to fight back and reclaim the freedom that is rightfully ours. It is time to discuss the serious issues of the day with Stoner Jesus' Pothead Punditry.
It is Pothead Punditry here on the Stoner Jesus Show. This is officially Pothead Punditry number 31. Thank you all for listening live and on podcast on gashouseradio.com, Spreaker, stonerjesus.net, iTunes, or whatever feed catcher or MP3 device you use to listen to the show, or if you use the Spreaker radio app on iPhone and Android. Or if you listen to these political segments when they're posted a few days later on YouTube, link to our YouTube channel can be found at stonerjesus.net. We put out the political stuff up there because if you just want to hear the political stuff, you can get it all on our YouTube channel. Link is stonerjesus.net. Tonight we're talking weed news. We got our weed news exclusively from the 420times.com. This Monday, out in Oaksterdam in Oakland, California. Those of you who don't know, Oaksterdam is a section of Oakland, California with a lot of medical marijuana-related businesses, including the most well-known, at least, Medical Marijuana University, where they taught things like growing and the business side of opening a dispensary or being a caregiver, how to grow the maximum amount with plant limits. They're in various states. A lot of the other technical issues involved with being a medical marijuana grower or a medical marijuana business person, you could go and learn at Oaksterdam University and get a degree and all that stuff. Anyway, Monday, that was raided. Oaksterdam University was raided. And the weed that was used for a lot of the classes was taken. Blue Sky Coffee Shop, also owned by Richard Lee, the founder of the university, and also the main financial backer of Prop 19 in 2010, the California legalization measure. His abode was also raided, and according to reports, he was briefly detained. Federal agents, the Oakland PD was only there for crowd control, and according to our friends at stoner_stuff on Twitter at stuffstonerslike.com, there's about 20 or 30 Oakland PD there for crowd control, but it was the DEA, the IRS, and the United States Federal Marshal Service that conducted the raid. No state officials whatsoever. Anyway, Oaksterdam reopened on Wednesday, and they're having classes, as limited as they can be, with a lot of their teaching tools being taken. They're doing a lot of classes now on raids, but the semester ends Saturday, and then after that, they don't know what they're going to do. It remains to be seen, and you stay tuned to the 420times.com for that. There's all kinds of stories about that on about the Oaksterdam raid. The Richard Lee has a petition online that you can check out. There's also hours, like about 4 or 5 hours of raw footage from the Oaksterdam raids. You can find that at the 420times.com. Also, 6 national drug policy organizations, in the wake of these raids, have sent a letter to President Obama asking him to stop the crackdown. These 6 organizations are NORML, the Marijuana Policy Project, the Drug Policy Alliance, Students for a Sensible Drug Policy, Law Enforcement Against Prohibition, and the National Cannabis Industry Association. They said, in part, our coalition, in the letter they sent to the president, said, our coalition represents the views of tens of millions of Americans who believe the war on medical marijuana patients and providers you are fighting is misguided and counterproductive. As your administration prepares to release its annual National Drug Control Strategy, we want to speak with one voice and convey our deep sense of anger and disappointment in your lack of leadership on this issue. Instead of celebrating or even tolerating state experimentation with medical marijuana, which has benefited patients and taking profits away from drug cartels, you have turned your back as career law enforcement officials have run roughshod over some of the most professional and well-regulated medical marijuana providers. It includes, just a few weeks ago, Berkeley's Patients Group in California, a model medical marijuana dispensary, according to all accounts, was forced to close because of the crackdown. The letter continues, we simply cannot understand, that part about Berkeley Patients Group was from me. We simply cannot understand why you have reneged on your administration's earlier policy of respecting state medical marijuana laws. Indeed. You have to wonder why the about face. My personal opinion, of course, many of you know, is that the big pharmaceutical companies who rival the big international bankers when it comes to giving money to politicians has given Barack Obama and other people a lot of money. And the check is due, or the bill is due, or whatever you want to fucking put it. Medical marijuana is the number one competition for big pharma and the pharmaceutical companies. So they want it wiped out. If they can wipe it out in California and maybe Colorado, they can force the rest of the states to bow in submission to the federal government. Speaking of bowing in submission, 420 is coming up. It's a Friday. We usually don't have shows on Friday. We used to, and we may return to it. We'll definitely have one on Friday, 420, on stonerjesus.net. We'll broadcast live at 10 p.m. that night. So we've got to have a 420 special. There's no doubt about it. But we'll see you there. But CU Boulder, Colorado University of Boulder, which usually has a huge smoke out in one of their sections of their campus with more than 10,000 people, they're planning a 420 crackdown, including police, anyone caught smoking in public on campus, marijuana, will be ticketed $100, and then the university, if you're a student there, plans more sanctions. Not only that, the student leaders, along with the school, are having a Wyclef Jean concert at a different part of the campus to try to draw students away from the smoke out. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. A lot of people still in the Gas House Radio chat room. You're awesome. XX Trap House XX has entered the Gas House Radio chat room. Among other things, on the 420times.com, as we wrap up weed news, Whitney Houston was apparently doing coke the night she died. There was a coke paraphernalia and residue found in her room. Davy Jones, former Monkey frontman, the autopsy confirms he died of a heart attack, but he had no other illegal drugs in his system, or no illegal drugs in his system, except for cannabinoids. Or cannabinoid, how do you ever pronounce that? It's not so many syllables. Right now, I've been drinking a little bit, so it is what it is. Top Juarez cartel figure from Juarez, Mexico, sentenced to life in prison in the United States. Hemp supporters say hemp support is growing right here in my home state of Kentucky. We can hope so. And the Navy says 13 sailors in Virginia have been kicked out for using synthetic marijuana. Do not get that synthetic marijuana shit. The real thing, fuck it, man. It's gonna be legal. Everyone's like, oh no, it's legal, and you can't win the drug test. First of all, it fucks you up. You don't know what it does. It's man-made chemicals slapped together to try to pass a fucking drug test. I understand those you need to pass a drug test, but they're going to ban it anyway, so it's not going to work. If you're going to smoke anything, smoke real weed.